Hey everyone, hello from Tokyo. This is Gael, your well-being coach, presenting the Wednesday Wellness Tips. Have you ever noticed this? You work hard on something, you try your best, and then you see someone else doing something similar, and somehow it just looks better, more natural, more effortless, more impressive, and suddenly what you did feels smaller. Why does it always seem better when others do it? Let's talk about it. One of the biggest psychological distortions we fall into is this. You compare your internal experience to someone else's external presentation. You see their confidence, their final result, their polished version, but you feel your doubts, your effort, your mistakes, your anxiety. Of course it looks better when they do it. You're watching their performance. You are living your rehearsal, and your brain doesn't adjust for that difference. Human beings are wired to compare. From an evolutionary perspective, comparison helped us understand where we stood in the group. But in today's world, especially with social media, that instinct gets amplified. The social comparison theory that was developed by psychologists explains that we evaluate ourselves largely by comparing to others. The problem is we rarely compare fairly. We compare our worst moments to their best, our effort to their outcome, our insecurity to their confidence. And that comparison is distorted from the start. There's another reason it looks better when others do it. You're too familiar with yourself. You know your habits, you know your flaws, you know how much effort it took. Familiarity reduces mystery, and mystery often enhances perceived value. When someone else does something, there is novelty, distance, objectivity. When you do it, you see every imperfection. But here's the truth. Other people are often looking at you thinking the exact same thing. When your self-esteem is fragile, comparison hits harder. If you already carry the belief, I'm not enough, then every comparison becomes proof. But comparison doesn't create truth, it activates insecurity. Research shows that self-compassion reduces the negative emotional impact of comparison. When you treat yourself with kindness instead of harsh judgment, the gap between me and them shrinks because your worth isn't on trial. So instead of asking, why does it look better when they do it, try asking, what story am I telling myself right now? Are you assuming they didn't struggle? They're naturally better? You're uniquely inadequate? Or is it possible that they practiced? They edited? They doubted themselves too? What if better isn't objective but filtered through your self-criticism? Here's something important. It doesn't always look better when others do it. It just feels that way when you are standing inside your own self-doubt. Well-being isn't about eliminating comparison. It's about recognizing when your mind is distorting reality. So the next time that thoughts appear, it looks better when they do it? Pause and remember, you are comparing your inside to someone else's outside. And that will never be a fair fight. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you'd like more reflections on well-being and self-worth, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, remember to be your favorite self. Bye.